week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Jones. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Goddard's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the
the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Left side to Lamb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jones on 3rd down. Fires a slant complete to Tolbert. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Barkley, inside handoff. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Saquon Barkley running right, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Looking to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins,
60 yards.
and the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. It's caught. Tolbert. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered a...
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call it promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles.